An August 4th preliminary hearing has been set for a 21-year-old Gering man accused of first-degree forcible sexual assault. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Donovan Marshall was arrested by Gering police last Thursday after a woman told them that she had been sexually assaulted at his home. In court documents, the victim had said that she consumed alcohol the night before, and after Marshall blew weed smoke in her face, she wasn't feeling well, laid down on a bed, and then woke up to find her being sexually assaulted. Marshall denied the allegations when he was later questioned by officers. Bond in the case has been set at $100,000, 10%, during his initial appearance in Scottsbluff County Court on Friday. Well, the city of Mitchell has hired a young gun, brand new to city government, as their new city administrator. Last week, the city council approved Mayor Paul Morell's selection and hired 27-year-old Savannah Daly as their new city administrator with a starting annual salary of $60,000. Daly worked as a personal banker for Platte Valley Bank in Morrill, as well as being a universal banker at U.S. Bank in Torrington. The city has been on the hunt for a top administrator since Perry Mader tendered his resignation from the post back in March. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. A fairly recent incident at a local golf course has had health officials advising the public to be on the lookout for rattlesnakes and to be cautious if you encounter one. A golfer looking for a wayward ball in the tall grass of the Scottsbluff National Monument adjacent to the Monument Shadows golf course in Gering was bitten, and KNB News has been told multiple doses of anti-venom were required to counter the effects. Melissa Haas with Panhandle Public Health District says most would be surprised that some of the recommendations are the same as dealing with mosquitoes.
Snakes actually like tall grass areas, kind of leaf piles and things like that. So they really do recommend if you are out working or hiking in those areas to wear, boots and pants and things like that. And if you happen to be an outdoor worker and you're sticking your hands in there, possibly wearing some pretty thick gloves, because they're actually active at dawn and dusk too, but they like warm weather. And now that it is warm, there are going to be more of them out, and it's a little more conducive for them anyway to be out.
She says if you encounter one, it's best to leave them alone if at all possible. And if you have a pet with you, keep a close eye on where they go or what they're doing. If bitten, Haas says remain calm as an elevated heartbeat speeds up the venom's effects. Take a picture of the snake for identification purposes, try to mark the edges of the bite, and call 911 to be transported to the nearest emergency room. Well, Gering Police Department's K-9 will be receiving a bullet and stab protective vest thanks to a charitable donation from the nonprofit organization Vested Interest in K-9s. K-9 Roscoe's vests, expected to be delivered in 8 to 10 weeks, is sponsored by Don and Misty Fike of Galesburg, Illinois. As is done with all prior vests donated by the organization, it will be embroidered, and Roscoe's inscription will have the sentiment, "Born to love, trained to serve, loyal always." Vested Interest in K-9s was established back in 2009 and has provided more than 5,000 vests to K-9 in all 50 states at a value of nearly $7 million, made possible by private and corporate donations. And troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol removed 5 impaired drivers from the roads in Scottsbluff County during Oregon Trail Days as they performed high visibility patrols in addition to providing safe driving education messages at the event itself. NSP Western Operations Major Jeff Roby says he's thankful that this weekend was safe on the roads for everyone in attendance. He adds that as the community events continue this summer, please always have a sober driver lined up to get home safely. NSP's effort was made possible thanks in part to a grant totaling $1,700 from the Nebraska Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office, who designated Scottsbluff County as a priority county for 2023.
It's time for the recycling game. Question 1. Where do you recycle old electronics in the Tri-City area?
The Environmental Services at 609 East 2nd Street.
Correct. Question 2. Where can you find recycling trailers?
Trailers can be found in Gearing and Terrytown.
Correct. Final question. How can you dump recyclables and not have to sort them?
The Free Stream recycle bins from the city.
That's correct. You just won a cleaner and happier city, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Blinky, a 1.5-year female domestic shorthair that's been at the Panhandle Humane Society for 2 months now. Staff say she is a lovable best friend type of cat, and her ideal home would be one where she gets all the attention, lots of toys, and tons of snacks. Her adoption cost is just $50, and that includes her spay, microchipping, and all vaccinations. Plus, whoever adopts Blinky will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling her right away.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, United Way's biggest fundraiser of the year is currently underway, as ducks for the annual duck draw are now on sale. There are 35 prizes, including 3 grand prizes of a Chevy Trax donated by Team Auto Center, a side-by-side donated by Sandberg Honda, and a Traeger grill. You can buy a single duck for $10, a Quacky Trio for $25, or a Quack Sack, which includes 7 ducks, for $60. United Way of Western Nebraska Executive Director Karen Benzel says the funds raised support their 27 nonprofit partner agencies throughout Western Nebraska.
Money comes back into the community, and then a huge bonus, you have the opportunity to win some amazing prizes.
Ducks can be purchased online through the United Way's website. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.